Yo, you ever got around some people and when you conversate with them, they speak to you in a way of they're scarce. They telling you that hey, you know, you may share something with them like, hey, I have an idea that I want to do this and want to do that, and you telling them this, and then they give you a response. Oh yeah, they question you what you're doing. They telling you, oh, okay, they listening to you. It's like a back and forth thing, and for them, you telling them what you got to tell them to just because you're excited about this new opportunity that you believe that you want to do, and for them it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool, but you know I know somebody that did it and they were doing it and they didn't make it for whatever reason. um I want to be able to travel this world. Oh, you got to be careful because this is going on, that is going on, and you sitting there just taking it in, and it's like everything that they tell you, every response that they gave you, it's in a way of you have to be, it's scarce, and it's like, yo, it's like no matter, even if they've done it, they have done it, and it's always something of that. Oh, you have to be, it's very, you're this and that. It's always something negative. It's always something that's the opposite of what you know what I mean. And these same people want to be around you. These same people probably are not bad people, right? And let's say, you know an example, like you're going somewhere and you just chilling and having a good time, or it could be a situation where you may have opportunities that they haven't gotten. An example, fellas, you could be getting with this chick, with this girl, and for you, it's easy for you to talk to women. Ladies, it's easy for you to get dudes that's really nice, that's good to you. But these same people always giving you a story of why you should just be careful. Listen, hear me out right quick. Just because something didn't go well with that particular person, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna go well for you. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Check this out, y'all. I just came back. As you can see, there's different scenarios back to normal. Of course, you're gonna hear the smoke detector, and the people that's complaining about it ain't the ones that's really supporting me. I've done been, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that, but you're saying that, hey, yo, this is this and that, but at the same time, you ain't liking my videos, you ain't hitting me up, but yet you telling me that, hey, just hearing the smoke detector. Cool, I'm here. I'm only here temporarily. I'm getting ready to make some moves, but hey, for those of you, oh well, you know what I mean. But my real supporters, my real ones, I appreciate y'all. Even y'all hit me up on emails and everything. Cool, you know what I mean. But guess what? Life must goes on. Listen, you ever get? I was just traveling, coming back, right? And I noticed there's more people in this world that that's not traveling than people that are traveling. And what I notice about people that are traveling, they make it happen. They put the pride and ego to the side. You know what I mean? They're a lot of them, most of them are open-minded, right? And they'll go to certain places and just enjoy themselves, right? And I noticed that, coming back at the airport, especially when I was in the in South America, the airport where I was, I'm not gonna say exactly where I was. I noticed that, there was not a lot of people, especially in the first world country, that was going over there. Um, and what I noticed is that a lot of people that I've spoken to in the past about traveling. This is one of the reasons why I don't tell people where I'm going exactly or where I want to be, because I noticed that a lot of them, they'll really sit there and tell you that things that like the opposite of what you want to hear. A lot of it could come from envy. A lot of it could come from, scares. And what I really noticed, and which is really important, that don't have anything to do with me, how they feel. It has a lot to do with them. So where I'm going with this is this. Whatever things that you got going on you want to do, keep it in silence. Keep it to yourself. Get around people that have done what you want to do or looking to do and that are successful in it. And you think about it, you're like, yo, how many people can I call on and talk to and say that? It's not many. And this is one of the reasons why I said a lot of the things that you're going to have to do or talk about and opportunities, you're going to have to keep that to yourself. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be, you know, you're going to be emotional. You're going to be like, dang, how come I just can't get it? But it takes time. Like I was saying, I was traveling and I was just thinking about, especially in these times, there's people traveling and it could be millions. It could be hundreds of thousands of people, right? But think about it. There's billions and billions of people in this world, but the amount of people that's traveling is not going to be the amount of people that's really out here that ain't doing it. There's a lot of people that just not doing it. So where I'm going with this is that most of those people, it takes a belief and it takes a vision for you to get to what you want to do. And not a lot of people is going to believe that, hey, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to accomplish. Because in a way, they question themselves like, is it really true? And when you bring this up and say, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what's going to happen. And they're going to look at you like you're weird, because guess what? They can't do it. So where I'm going with this is this. It's going to be to the point where you're going to have to keep things to yourself until it's done. Or if you're like me, like, for example, like, y'all my peoples, I talk it online. If anything that's slacking or something that's going on, you're going to notice it. You know what I mean? Or, for me personally, like, I'm the voice. And when I do certain things, it's just to let you know, like, it's a way of motivation, or you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. So traveling, that's one example. You know what I mean? Doing this business that I've had almost for 7 years. I was just speaking to someone about it, and not a lot of people are doing business. And if they are, doing business, it's like they want instant gratification. You know what I mean? I remember I started a business with someone, and with this business, I started it, and it was a decision. That person started the business and wanted to do the business, and they did it, but they was imitating everything that I did. Everything I was doing with the business, asking me questions, and I just started the business. I was just starting the business, and one thing that I was doing, I was just talking too much. So when that person was feeling some type of way, they wasn't getting what they wanted, they was telling me what was going on with them, and I was like, dang, I just started my own. Why they want me to break down everything what I'm doing and then when things wasn't going good for them, they trying to discourage me from doing it because they can't. But guess what? I distanced myself from that person, left them alone, and I got back into a conversation with this person and talked to them about that business. And guess what? They're not doing it no more. They're not doing it no more. So you're gonna have to get around people, like I said, that are successful or doing what you want to do, and they fulfilled with what they want to do. You know what I mean? They telling you, hey, this is what I'm doing, and cool. So where I'm going with this is this. You gotta have to keep things to yourself. Anything that you want to do, just do it. Just do it. You're gonna take some L's. When I mean L's, you're gonna take some losses. It's not gonna happen for you all the time where, okay, you know what I mean, that it's gonna be successful in it. It's not gonna be handy dandy. But it's up to you to make it happen. But let's say if you want to go traveling, you want to, be able to do this career, you can do it. Especially where everything is going on right now. A lot of people are just going crazy. They're going to be doing things that, they're not supposed to be doing, and guess what? You're gonna continue to want to go travel. You're gonna book that trip. You're gonna make it happen. You may have to, an example, you know, you may work 40 hours or you want to do it. Hey, you're gonna put $2 or $3 away. It seems so little. It could be still somewhere where you just want to go to go to another state. Hey, you can save up and put away and find the cheapest flight. You make it happen. You find the cheapest way to get there, and then just being in that environment is going to just motivate you to do more. I went to South America not too long ago. Just came back. When was it? Yesterday. And guess what? Now, don't get me wrong. I got a business that I'm running, and I needed that vacation, yeah. I was in the beach yesterday. I felt so good. You know what I mean? It was just like, ooh, I caught that flight. I slept like a baby, you know? But guess what? I saved my money. I wasn't going out there doing things that's crazy. I'm able to, buy food. I'm eating at nice place. But guess what? I was grinding so much doing this, and I'm not making money off of YouTube. My business, I wish I could say I could make, X, Y, and Z, but guess what? Hey, I'm doing what I got to do, you know? But guess what? My bills are paid, everything I'm doing, and guess what? Little by little, it took time. With me, with my business, with my traveling, I saved in advance. I booked realistically 6 months to 7 months to 8 months, book my flight within time, spending money. Went online, see how much money is good for me to be on a budget. And I did that. And you could do it too. Like I said, anything that you want to do, that doesn't mean that it's meant for everybody else. It's meant for you. You can make it happen, if that makes sense. So this video resonate with you, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.